Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I'm doing a first impressions video of Estate, Raise the Realm. This is a 2 to 4 player worker placement game by Grad Games. I want to thank Grad Games for sending me this prototype. So I actually saw this game at the Long Island Tabletop Expo back in, I think it was April. I saw them over there, reached out to them, and I reached out to them again, and they were happy to send me this prototype for a video. Now, this game is heading to Kickstarter. I will leave a link to the Kickstarter in the description video. So in this game, you're going to be choosing one of several characters. They're going to have a special ability. They're going to start with 1 or 2 cards. And you're going to be placing your workers, trying to get, of course, get resources, do different actions, and build your estate up. And the person with the most victory points at the end is going to win. So let me show you how this game is going to play, and then I'm going to go into my first initial thoughts and who this game is for. Okay, so this is how the estate, Raise the Realm, is going to look set up. You're going to have your different errors that are going to be placed over here with the first one shown. Now these error cards is going to show, it's going to explain certain things that are going to happen at the beginning of the round. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. If you want, you can add this error of Cataclysm into the game. I kind of suggest you don't, because it can end the game a little bit earlier, and this is included in a variant. Now, also at the bottom, you're going to see an objective that will give you victory points if you complete this objective. Also on the errors, the person who comes in first gets 6 victory points, which is also gold, which looks like this. Second place will get a card and 1 resource, and third place will just get 1 card. Now you're going to choose a character here, and they're all going to have a starting build. So I start with a Thief and Royal Consort. If you look at the bottom right here, they're going to show what kind they are. So this is Noble, this is a Production. So I would actually move up on this track. So what each of these tracks do, the Production allows you to do use more of your production cards when you want to take the action. I'll go over those in a bit. The Noble allows you to draw more cards when you take that action. And then we have here the errors. The errors allow you to take these spots here on the board. So if you have 4 or more, you'll be able to put your worker here. Of course, as you go up, these will give you victory points as you increase. So like I said here, these are 2 cards that I start with. This shows that this is a citizen, which shows in the middle, and that's how much victory points this card is worth at the end of the game. We also have castle buildings or just regular buildings. But so that'll come into play a little bit later. Now, normally there's a castle in the middle. I didn't want to put the castle because this is a prototype. So it's, I don't want it to get in the way or anything, but your extra workers, which mine are right there, usually go on top of the castle, and then your cards will go there as well. So now there's also, your character does have a special ability. Again, everyone are different. There are several different characters in this game. So you have 4 workers to start with. When everyone has used all their workers, the error is over, and you score for the error. So you can take these several spots right here. So you can do 1. So produce on cards in your estate. So to the right of my cube is 1, so I only can choose 1 card. And so that means I can only do the Thief. So this would be take 1 resource or gold from another player. So this is a little bit of a mean card. At the top left of the card is how much they're going to cost to build. So if I wanted to do that, I would go right here, play an estate card, and then whatever is in my hand, I can play face down. So if I wanted to, if I wanted to play this, I have to pay a wheat and then an iron, and then I will place it right here. Now you can have up to 21 cards in your estate, but you can only have 7 of each type. So you have to be mindful on which ones that you want. So let's show the other action here. So then you could take an error action, which is one of these here. So once you place a worker there, you're going to take the resource, and then that is going to be gone for the rest of the round. And then as you see right there, it says accumulates each round. You can also do one of these here, pay 4 for wheat and receive 1 worker starting next round. We could discard up to 2 cards and receive an equal amount of resource. So those are the error actions. Now, when you want to draw the estate cards, you place your worker here, and of course, you could take. So far I could take up to 1, but if I built more of these cards right here, then I can take more cards. So I can either take a card from here, or I can draw from the top, and then you have the discard pile right there as well. So then did we go over? I went over produce, took the error, and we played it. So those are all the actions that you can do. So then when everyone is done, we see who won the objective. The market gets wiped clean, and we draw 4 more. And that is essentially how you play. You also have a secret objective card that you keep secret from everyone. There's also other error cards in the game. You're not going to see the same every game, but that is how you play. And like I said, there are all these different types of error events. I could just go over a few. So here's like a pretty mean one right here. Is the error of drought. Each estate's production is reduced by 1, and that is the game. Essentially, you're building up all these different buildings or people. Oh, another thing I didn't go over. So the reason why these matter, there's going to be certain effects that allow you to dungeon people. So when you there's one of the cards in here that is a dungeon. So what it allows you to do, it allows you to have a dungeon, and of course put somebody in there, and then it will do certain effects, and it can lead to more victory points. There's also certain things that allow you to tuck cards, which will also get victory points at the end of the game. But yeah, that is essentially the game. The person with the most gold or victory points at the end will win. So let's go head back, and I'll let you know what I initially thought of it. Now, this is the lightest worker placement game that I have ever played, and that's what, when I spoke to the developers, that's what they told me they were going for. So this is very, very light. So, and what I mean by that, it's lighter than Everdell, which is one of the lightest worker placement games I have ever played. This is definitely a lot more lighter. So the reason I bring up Everdell is because this game has some similarities to it. The way you're building up your area and stuff, but Everdell has that grid where, and then you, of course, you can activate it. This does things a lot more streamlined, which is crazy to say, than Everdell. And Everdell's a very streamlined, light game. But that's what makes this a little bit more approachable for people who are getting into this hobby. If you're looking to get into this hobby and look for a Euro game or worker placement game, this is the perfect game to start in your collection because of how easy it is to get to the table. The teach was very quick, very simple. It was only a few pages long. Again, there's no crazy iconography or any of that stuff. And again, they're very quick, simple actions. There's not many to take. But again, that's what they were going for. They were going for a very light game. There is a little bit of interaction. As you can see, there were certain cards that affected other players. But most of the interaction was pretty light. Some meanness, not too much. I think it was steal a gold victory point and so forth. Again, doesn't hurt them too much, but it can be beneficial for you in the end. Also the error scoring, I like that everyone was racing and fighting for different objectives each round. The Cataclysm variant, that does speed the game up, but this isn't, even if you don't play with that, this is a pretty quick game. We played a 2-player game in an hour, and I cannot see a 3-4 player game going longer than that because how quick the actions are. And again, there's not many different selections on there. The board, again, this is a prototype, but I had a little bit of it kind of reminded me of Architects of the West Kingdom a bit too, but Architects is a much more heavier game than this and a lot more meaner. So if you're looking for a worker placement game to really start off with, like I said before, this is the perfect game to start in your collection if you want to get into Euros or worker placement, so you can get a feel of that mechanism. And of course, it's going to play very quickly. And sometimes if you want to get that Euro itch and you don't feel like playing a 2.5-hour game that are crazy rules heavy, that are very hard to explain, this is going to be the perfect game for you that I think a lot of people are going to enjoy. It makes for a great family game. Again, if you want to start the youngins into this, the young ones into this hobby, into this, and showcase like Euro games and worker placement games, I think they're going to enjoy this a lot. Of course, there's a lot of different cards in this game, cards in the game, and the different abilities. So that does expand with the replayability. Like I said before, the errors are going to be different every game as well, and the secret objectives. So there is some replayability to this game. But overall, I think this is a very fun, light game. Again, if you're not looking to, have a game night, if you're looking to have a game night and not play a crazy heavy game like this one right here, which I will be reviewing one day, that is a beast. It's about 100 times lighter than that, and like I said before, this is lighter than Everdell, a lot more lighter than Everdell, and Everdell is a very light game. But of course, yes, the theme again, the theme not too strong. Yeah, you do have that feeling of those Middle Ages. The artwork on the cards were very freaking good. So it does give you that Middle Age feel. There's a little bit of fantasy thrown in there as well. But again, there's thematic wise not too crazy strong. You're getting yourself a nice light little worker placement game here, and you can't go wrong. So yeah, that's going to do it for the review. A very positive first impression. Again, great family game. That's what, if you're looking for a really good family game, but you want to push it up a notch, make it a little more heavier for game night, then yeah, I would definitely go for Estate, especially if you like worker placement games and you want to have that light game for game night instead of doing something very heavy. But yeah, that's going to do it for today, guys. I want to thank Grad Games for the copy and giving me the opportunity to do a video for them. If you have any questions about this game, feel free to put it in the comment section. I always answer everyone as quick and concise as I can. And of course, the link to the Kickstarter will be in the description section as well. Please like and subscribe. Help the little channel grow. We are growing every day. I thank every single one of my Instagram followers and subscribers for following me and for watching my videos. It means a lot. But yep, that's gonna do it. So that's Estate, Raise the Realm. I highly recommend. It will be on Kickstarter. And have a great one, guys.